Cota of Sugar Water. Woo, woo, woo. That's where we clap.
Oh, okay.
You know, clapped her. Applaused her. Okay, yeah, it's just going to be one of those shows. All right, Mr. Cota, thank you for being on our show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
How would you describe your singing style and the energy of your band right now?
I would say we're like a mix of like John Legend and the Foo Fighters. If you could if they hooked up and they had a little beautiful baby.
You know, I knew you'd be funny because I saw. That's the reason I reached out to you because I saw you on Facebook and you went to comic.com. Are you the gentleman that accompanied him?
Not at Comic-Con, but I know the guy you're talking about. He's also a funny man.
So funny. You guys purchased some things and it was a great story.
That was Eric Kula, right?
Oh yeah. No, that was not a good time. I didn't even get to play.
Why not?
So it was another one of those charity things where I was just working through. I do a lot of work through Alice Cooper's Solid Rock. He runs this awesome teen center out here in Phoenix, and it just helps out so many kids. It's totally free of charge. You know, any kids can just go in there after school or whenever. You can learn how to record, or you can be recorded, or you could just like hang out and play video games or recreational. It's really awesome. Start bands there, a bunch of musical kids there.
Well, we've got your song number one. That's "Stay," if I'm not mistaken. "Stay." Yes, let's hear song number one.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
All that we know right now is it will get better for us somehow. What can I say to have you make believe everything's exactly how it should be? How can I say these things faithfully? The only thing that matters, please just breathe. I don't want to stay if you're not here with me. I don't want to stay. You know that we know right now is it will get better for us somehow. And only you once told me out loud. Won't you just wake me up right now? Oh, take away your pain and run away with me. Don't tell me how it was, just how it should be. Let me know what breaks you and how you bleed. Take my hand, I'm begging me. I don't want to stay if you're not here with me. I don't want to stay. And all that we know right now is it will get better for us somehow. And only you once told me out loud. Won't you just wake me up right now? Oh,
phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Cheers.
Now, let's talk about your amazing experience with American Idol auditions. Obviously, this kind of music got you to where as far as you got with those auditions.
Yeah. I don't have the traditional voice, and I think that's kind of what they're looking for. I went out for American Idol like 10 years ago or something.
Okay, 10 years ago.
Yeah. And,
Didn't they say you were like too tall for Ryan Seacrest or something like that?
Yeah.
Or is that something you just?
No. They said we love your voice, but you just don't look right for TV. But
He's 6'7". Ryan
Yeah,
Seacrest is a small man, so that,
yeah, I'm a big guy.
Yes.
But it looks like they're going for it this time. I might have shrunk a little bit in my older years now. 27 now. This is the year I always said I was going to be. I had to be famous by this year so that I can be on the Forever 27 poster.
No, wait a minute.
let's
There's
hope
no
not.
pressure. No pressure. I
Well,
mean, to be famous within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I have to.
Why?
My mom put so much pressure on me.
Oh gosh, that's not okay. And did you meet Lionel Richie or Katy Perry and Luke Byron? Brian. I'm sorry,
Not
Luke
yet.
Bryan.
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet, that's good,
I'm
actually.
going to Hollywood in October, and so we'll see what happens then. But for right now, I'm just enjoying the experience. And
So what has the experience been so far? Did they contact you? Did you
Yeah.
contact them?
So they reached out to me,
Yes.
and they gave me like a front of the line pass. Said like
Right.
you don't got to wait in the line. So
Yep.
I made a lot of people mad that day because I got there and there was just like 1,000 people there, just like standing in line, sweating in the Arizona sun.
Yep.
And I just kind of walked around them.
You peasants.
Oh, was this the one that was up in Troon?
No, this is just Scottsdale. It was just a few weeks ago, actually.
That's what I mean.
Troon?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the
remember
audition
this.
was at a hotel like in Troon.
No, it was at it's like where the Dodgers practice area
Oh,
is.
like Salt River Fields? Is that where it was?
I'm not even
Well, anyway,
sure.
yeah. So here in
Yeah,
Scottsdale
it's in
somewhere.
It's in Scottsdale, yeah.
Yeah. We had a few people there.
Yeah.
Yep. So you got your front of the line pass. And did they give that to you? They find you on
Just like
YouTube?
social media, yeah.
Uh-huh.
My YouTube is terrible. I have a bunch of old videos on there. I don't know how to log into it, so it just looks really bad. So if anybody knows how to hack YouTube,
They find you on Facebook then? What was it?
Yeah,
Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook or Instagram. I post a lot on my Instagram or the Sugar Water Instagram. They just reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to audition, and
Yep.
I said, the only way I'm going to do it is if I can not stand in that line. And so they made it happen, and I was really fortunate. And I was told afterward that I was one of 7 people that actually got through to the next round
Ooh,
out of all,
that's
those,
great.
out of all those people, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you went back the next day?
No, everything was done that day. They did like
really?
They did like an interview process with me. I did like 3 interviews that day,
Yeah.
and then they filmed some stuff with me.
Yeah.
But
Did you have a table of producers where you went from one producer who asked a question to the next, to the next, to the next?
that's how it was the first time, around like 10 years ago. But this one, I don't know, it just seems like they were really lax, and everything just kind of worked in my favor. They told me to have 3 songs ready,
Yeah.
and I got halfway through my first song, and they told me to stop, and I was like, oh, dang it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that
no.
sucks.
No,
But
they heard. They got enough.
Yeah, they're like, you were incredible. Go ahead and go through it.
Right.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Sure.
That's
So-
basically all I needed to hear when
Oh.
I met him like a year ago, and I heard him for like 30 seconds, and I
Right.
knew that I wanted to be in a band with him.
Yep. Yep.
You're disgusting.
Well, it sounds like you got on the fast pass then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's gonna be fun.
So it's L.A. in October. Is that right?
Yeah. October, the beginning of October, I'll be in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Good luck to you.
Thank
Well,
you.
we have song number 2, "Stay" from Wade Cota of Sugar Water.
So Stay was the first one.
Thank you. "Do Without Me." "Do Without Me"
Without
is
Me. Okay.
that's yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, do you want to tell us a little bit about this song? You want to set it up at all?
So Without Me is man. So this one kind of sucked to write. And it was just like one of those things where it was emotions just pouring out of me. I wrote the song in probably 15 minutes. And it was just, and it's so wordy. It was just like I had to get it out. It's just a biological thing. Like like I threw it up and it was on a piece of paper, and it was just something that I was going through. So we got the lyrics online and stuff, and then this local girl,
yeah.
Phoebe, she just actually covered the song. She's like, "It's my favorite band and my favorite song in the world," and she covered it, and I was just
Coolest thing I've ever seen.
I got teary eyed because I didn't know who
Nice.
that girl was, and it was just what the
Did you
heck?
see it live or did you see it online?
No, she like tagged us.
Well, first she
Oh.
just
Yeah.
did like a little chorus, but then people really liked it, so she recorded like the full song.
Yeah,
and
she reached out to us
some-
and asked us for all the lyrics and the chords and stuff.
That's
and
amazing.
It was awesome. But yeah, the song's called Without
Nice.
Me.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
found my way back to where I know, and I kept you waiting. You were fading, your smile broke, and oh, how strong do I got to be to let you go? And all I can see now, without a doubt, you were wrong for me. There's always something holding me back, telling me to be afraid. I wonder how my lips would taste if you knew where I've been. Lovely, I hope you can sleep alone comfortably. I'm not enough, I'm wide awake. I'm scared to think of how you've been without me. Without me. Without me. Without me. Maybe now you hate me. You tried to take me and make me well. Lately, well, I've been changing. I'm tired of breaking. I hope you can tell. And these words are for you to hold on to. There's always something holding me back, telling me to be afraid. I wonder how my lips would taste if you knew where I've been. Lovely, I hope you can sleep alone comfortably. I'm not enough, I'm wide awake. I'm scared to think of how you've been without me. Without me. Without me. Without me. There's always something holding me back, telling me to be afraid. I wonder how my lips would taste if you knew where I've been. Lovely, I hope you can sleep alone comfortably. I'm not enough, I'm wide awake. I'm scared to think of how you've been without me. Without me. Without me. Without me.
There we go.
And we have Fall Frenzy, ladies and gentlemen. Here's this week's music news. Everyone head out to Desert Rose in downtown Glendale on Sunday, September 30th. We'll be there from 2 to 5 with performances by our rock band university students and other soloists and duos. They have awesome food, and portion of food, drink sales will come back to Kirk's. Want to perform at the event? Send us an audition video to info@kirkstudio.com ASAP. AZRadio.Live is working on a deal to make our shows available as podcasts, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, Chuck Hall, for your patience. We will get back to you. We're just swamped right now. Lastly, our annual trek to the Oregon Stop Pizzeria in Mesa. Super fun for the whole family. Just $5 for an exclusive party concert on the world's largest Wurlitzer. Just $4 for all the pizza you can eat and soda you can drink this year. Deluxe pizza deal. Blah, blah, blah. You just got to go. It's at the Oregon Stop, and that's this week's
Is that
news.
too much for you to read, Jimmy?
Yeah. It was too wordy. But I got it right off the Facebook page, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we going to do? So, anyhow, gentlemen.
Nice.
That's our music news of
Nice.
13 of 9 September of 2018.
Got that all in one breath.
In one breath.
Actually, I didn't
yes.
even breathe at all. Didn't even breathe. Okay, gentlemen, we have more of a show here. And
You got your guitar back now?
Yeah, I'm going to go get it
This is-
now.
Okay. All right.
Now, wait, how would you describe your creative process, beginning from the tune in your head to actually recording it and presenting it as a package deal as far as your recording of your music all the way to your live performances? Because that's a creative process in itself. Because, I mean, I'm sure you start humming the tune and things like that, but how do you go from step one to whatever you get to actually performing this music with the band and recording it and all that process? Can you describe your creative process?
I mean,
Well, like, for instance, let's look at your biggest hit, Walking Tall, is it?
Walk Tall, yeah.
Walk Tall. Well, did you first hear that tune in your head?
That one's actually an interesting story.
Yeah,
Don't
so
know if we could talk about that on the air, but it's
I'll talk about it. I don't
okay.
care.
Well, just remember, we got to keep it family friendly.
No, it's
Completely
family friendly. Yeah, it's just so Walk Tall was our first guitar player, Joel, he started seeing a girl that I was infatuated with.
Uh-huh.
So her and I, we were here and there for quite some time, and then he started seeing her behind my back. Didn't tell me anything about it, and I found out like a couple of months before I even brought it up to him, and he wrote this guitar part, like the Walk Tall, just, and I just, off the top of my head, I just wrote all the lyrics like we're best friends. I wrote all the lyrics, and they're literally directly about that situation, about how I got to walk tall and be the better man, but I know what in the heck you did.
Okay, let's hear Walk Tall.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's that was definitely for the band. That was kind of an interesting road to go on.
Yeah, it was cool.
We had to go through a few guitarists to really find the right one. Our new guitarist Logan Dubeck is a friend of mine, and
I also would consider him a friend.
Yeah. Until he runs off with your.
Right, he's actually a pledge brother. Not pledge brother. He's a fraternity brother of mine. So I don't think he would do that to us. He's
nice.
a good guy.
Say paternity.
Famous last words, gentlemen. Believe me,
Yeah,
famous last words. Oh gosh. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 27 now. I just turned 27 a couple weeks ago.
Give you a couple more decades, buddy. So let's hear Walk Tall. Let's hear Walk Tall. Walk Tall.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already fresh in the head.
Yes, sir.
I walked tall, and what I said was wrong. Well, I don't know what to do. Swallow my pride and get eaten up inside. Well, if you only knew. Well, I'll wait until you push me away and I beg you to stay. Was I too late? I know I hurt you, it's true, it's true. You know I won't make it alone, it's true, it's true. It takes me a while to talk about what we used to know. So bittersweet, so pure. Making up your smile out of scattered memories I found. I taped them up so I could kiss your mouth. Was it working out? Are we better off somehow? I wish you the best. You know I hurt you, well it's true, well it's true. You know I won't make it alone, well it's true, well it's true. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know I hurt you. Well, it's true. Well, it's true. You know I won't make it alone. Well, it's true. Well, it's true. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hey.
Wow, that's great. New music on AZRadio.Live.
Nice.
We play music from the Broken Girls. We're in the negotiation process to have them on our show. The only problem is that our Independent Artist Spotlight show is booked through December solid with musical acts like Clint Stevens, Paparazzi Girls, and Billy Chaffee. Hang with us, Mills and Carvin Jones, Carlos Rivas, Jamulation, Cadillac Angels, and Tanya of Ciphered Existence will get ready for you. Otherwise, things are a little light this week in Phoenix. For the only music we were able to add this week, we were told the musical act Papa Cassette, AZRadio.Live, currently cannot afford $7 to get their music, but he made arrangements for us to download off of Bandcamp for free. Thank you, Papa Cassette. We're going to listen to your music. It's rap music, guys. And gratefully, they agreed to, there's another band called 16 Eyes. We also negotiated with them to get their music, and that's new music on AZRadio.Live.
Nice. So, talk to us about Sugar Water.
It's our baby.
So you've got, so obviously you're playing acoustic most of the time then?
No, actually,
He
I
usually
play
plays this
that one. That's my baby.
Gretsch.
Okay.
So I said,
Are you the
thankfully,
lead player?
I play rhythms, and then we have our lead guitar player, Juju. He actually plays bass.
Yeah.
Juju's the bass player. I was wondering if you guys had like 3 guitars.
No, I'm
No.
really not a guitar player, but it's kind of fitting that I'm doing guitar today because when we met we met through our drummer Austin Moore. He was hosting this little open mic, and Austin and I were playing guitar together. I was playing lead, and he thought I was pretty good. And I said, "Hey man, listen, if you think I'm good at guitar, just like hear me play bass because that's my instrument." And he was like, "Okay."
The
And
only thing wrong with Julian is he doesn't know how to tune anything.
nah, you don't need to. We playing the tune of rock.
Then also the tuning matters.
Nah, I know. But it's I remember, having the first practice, we kind of just hit it off.
Say practice.
I said practice, but I meant practice. Yeah, it's okay.
Live
This
radio.
is my first radio interview. A little bit of the first interview jitters. It's
Well,
okay.
we do have another song.
It's all good.
Let's hear it. We're
Well,
not
hold
gonna-
on. Before we go on to the next song, so we've got the guitar, Juju's your bass player, and you've got a drummer. Is that the whole band?
I mean, Logan Dubeck is on
guitar,
guitar,
yeah.
lead guitar.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
so it's 4 guys.
Yeah.
Sugar Water.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? What's up next? We know you're going to LA in October, but where can we see Sugar Water? What are you guys doing? What's your project?
We're playing a 3-hour set at Boondocks up next.
Wow.
Completely free.
Yeah,
Is that
Boondocks
original, or are
totally
you
free.
guys playing covers?
A lot of originals.
Okay.
All of our originals because we have to.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of covers as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that's totally free, free of charge on the 28th of September. It's a Friday.
It's in Old Town Scottsdale.
In Old Town Scottsdale, Boondocks.
Is it all ages or 21 and up?
It's 21 and up,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it is for free. And then we have another one, I believe.
No cover.
No cover. No
Huh.
cover. Actually, our next 2 shows have no cover. We're playing at Lost Leaf, which is like it's like the coolest place to play.
First Friday.
On First Friday. So we're gonna be in the building on First Friday at the Lost Leaf on the 5th. So actually, I go to Los Angeles on the 4th, and then I fly back and I have a show on the 5th, and then I have a show on the 6th.
You're like a real rock star.
You know? Yeah, sure.
Don't let it go.
I'm digging it. That's great. All at the age of 27, and you're only 2 weeks into it.
2 weeks in.
So, hey, 50 to go. Off to a good start. Right? 50 weeks to go.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
No,
years. I
I'm
was like,
talking about 50 weeks left that you're 27. You'll be 27 for 50 more
Yeah, I
weeks.
got to make it this year.
Yes.
All
Hey,
right.
we are joined in studio. And
okay.
by the way, this is being broadcast.
Cool.
AZRadio.Live is being broadcast from the studios here at Kirk's Studio for the Performing Arts, the Valley's premier studio for musical instruction.
And you're Kirk.
I'm Kirk.
Yes.
I'm Captain Kirk. I'm here along for the ride,
Yeah.
just to make sure Jimmy doesn't get too loopy.
Well, that's
Jimmy
been done.
has great hair. I wasn't
Oh, thank you.
expecting
Thank you.
Silver
Actually, I know a good
Fox.
place where I could get this cut this way, too. All right. What's your name, young man?
Coffee.
Kavi?
Yes.
We need a mic for this gentleman.
We're joined in studio today by one of our young students. This is Kavi.
Hey, Kavi.
He loves to come in for the show. Kavi, what instrument are you taking here, man? What lessons do you take?
Piano.
Piano?
Nice.
Well, you're going to have to learn how to play guitar too if you want to be a rock star, as you can see.
Julian's future ex-girlfriend plays piano really well.
Is that right?
my current girlfriend plays piano. How old are you, Kavi?
6.
Wow, that's exactly the age I started on piano too.
Nice.
My parents started me. At
Be
16.
better than him, though.
Oh,
Nice.
he probably already is.
So let's talk about that. What was your start, Wade, as a musician?
So I grew up crazy poor, and I found a classical guitar, like a cheap classical guitar with all the strings on it, not tuned or nothing. Didn't know what the heck I was doing when I was like 10 years old, and that was my baby. It was all I ever did. I wrote my first.
Where'd you find the guitar?
In the garbage. In my like.
Do you still have it?
What a story.
No, I don't. I got pretty good at the guitar on my stepfather's guitar, which I still do have. So like that's the one like I say like I learned on.
Yeah.
'Cause before like I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I've never had a lesson, vocal or guitar or anything like that.
No kidding.
It was just tough times, and some people, you hear those stories all the time where like just like somebody grows up in Compton and now they rule the rap game or whatever it is that they're gonna do.
Straight out of Phoenix.
Right here. But yeah, that's kind of how I got my start. I always had a song in my head, or not really a song, it's like a melody, and I didn't know how to get it out. So I found a way to get it out, and that's what I love about Sugar Water the most, is because it is the first band. I've been in plenty of bands, but it's the first band that I got to write everything for. I got to write all my melodies out, so it's like I finally got them out.
Yeah.
And I've never felt better.
Did you, at what point, so you found this guitar in the trash.
Yeah.
You're 10 years old. At what point do you actually do something in front of people where you're playing the guitar, singing? What was that first experience like?
So when I was 12, I started my first band. We were called Coma. It was a metal band, and I was singing for it. I was 12. We did a big festival.
With school friends or something?
So my friend Tommy Gibbons, who he's like a freaking rock star now. My mom, she was I was again 12 years old. She was managing a bunch of local metal bands and stuff like that.
Oh, your mom was.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom.
this is in your blood then.
Yeah, absolutely. So she has an ear for talent, and so that's why she always told me I had to get good grades, because it was not there at first. But I met my still, like, anytime I see this guy, we hit it off because we're just like we were instant best friends when we were that age. He was 13, I was 12. The Guitar Center was doing the Guitar Armageddon contest or whatever it is, and he was 13 and he won it that year.
Wow.
Out of like, these guys had been playing for years and years and years. He was just a prodigy.
Yeah.
And I sang for him that day inside a Guitar Center, and he's like, "Dad, we have to have him to the house." And like, I was like living in the worst apartment, and like it had nothing to my life. I was playing with Legos at home. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And
Legos are expensive.
Well, all right, they were Mega Blocks.
Okay.
And they also, I found those too. Found those too. No, not in the trash. Actually, I accidentally robbed a house for those. Accidentally. My sister's ex-boyfriend said, "Hey, can you guys help me? They went out of town and they want me to clean out the house. And like, just like, you could take like whatever you want, like if you like find something you want." And I'm like, I'm so young. I had those things since I was like 9 years old. And I was like, okay. That sounds like, even at 9 years old, I was like, this is weird.
Yes.
So
you're doing a robbery for your sister's boyfriend.
right. So
Yeah.
he did go to jail that day, and I got put in handcuffs for my first time ever. And he was gone. He ran. So me and my sister my sister and I got put in handcuffs and got put in back of a squad car. And I was just like crying, like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. I was like, you could have the Legos.
So they let you keep the Mega Blocks?
Jeez.
I already had put them in my house. I never told them.
So at you're 12, you meet the kid at Guitar Center
Yeah.
who's 13.
I go over to his house. We get invited over to his house. My mom drives me over there, and it's just like, to me, like now, like I go over there and it's just like a freaking house. But like whenever I went over there the first time, I was like, this is a freaking mansion. and he had like 60 guitars and like basses, and I would just go over there, and it was a far, far away, so like I'd only see him like once a month. But whenever I did see him, we'd practice like cover songs or whatever. And then 12 years old, he was 13. We did this thing called the Way Out West Metal Fest, and a bunch of bands, and we were playing at like 10 o'clock at night. We did one song. It was by Damage Plan.
Did you guys find a drummer, bass player, or something?
It was literally just like what you picture a little kid band to be when
Okay.
you have nothing. So it
Yeah.
was just him on the guitar and me singing.
Oh, just the two of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was awful. It was super, super bad. So that was our first and only show. And then we actually started another band some years later called Panic of 1819. And we have like 5
good name.
songs or so.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Panic of 1819 is?
I'm a history teacher. Of course I do.
What is it, Julian?
It was
The
a
first
finance-
United States Depression.
It was a financial crisis in 1819 that was a economic depression.
I'd fact check that. He's not very good at his job. But
Well, we don't need to fact check.
Wow. Wow, what a story, man.
Yeah.
And so it was
every
just
day's a
kind of
blessing.
playing with different bands and then started gigging in high school or something?
Well, throughout high school and stuff, like for like 8 years of my life, I had the same band. We had a bunch of different names, but the one we got like pretty popular with, we were called Axe Harbor, and we were a metal band,
Yeah.
and I did all the vocals for that. And I originally was playing bass for us. We were called Diministry at that time or something like that, which is just a ripoff of the metal band Ministry with a DI in front of it. It was like Diminished Ministry.
Yes, right,
And,
yeah.
So I did that for a long time, and didn't even realize that I could like sing. I was just like I was so busy screaming. But honestly, I thank metal music for giving me the voice that I do now, because it's like somebody has those stupid big gauged ears,
Yeah.
and they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're gross. But if they let them go, they'll shrink up, and then you can put a little nice little earring in there. And that's kind of how I see it as. It's because like I ripped up my voice. Like I did not do it the right way, but I was able to hold out these big belting screams, these high pitched awesome screams, these low lows. And then once because I could do that, I can go to these such extremes,
Yeah.
doing something like this where I'm just singing and playing guitar, or like with my band where I'm just singing. It became so easy. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Let that be a lesson to you kids. Get voice lessons.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, brother. We're at. May I ask where at? Lauren Berman?
Well, sure. We've got a lot of awesome voice instructors here
Yes, sir.
at Kirk's Studio for the Performing Arts. Yeah.
Well, we got time for a couple more songs. Gentlemen,
Awesome.
you said you might do Without Me or Remedy. Which one of the two would you like to
Well,
do
we
next?
did Without Me.
Driver's side.
So actually, I'm gonna cut out Driver's Side because that one sounds awesome with the full band.
Okay.
This is actually a song that this is our most recent song right here. This one's called My Lead.
Sweet.
Actually,
Yes.
way I can get some water. I know it's live radio.
Of course.
But
I thought we had water for you in
I
the...
just have an empty bottle.
He drank
here.
it all. He's a big boy.
It was a bottle of water.
Well, we normally have like several bottles for you guys.
I have them in the green room. We have a couple bottles.
They're on their way.
Okay, good.
Look at this. Jimmy has this all set up for you.
Cheez-Its too.
He's got this all set up for you, man. Nothing but the best.
You want some water?
Sure. Why not?
Hey, you're a rock star now.
Thank you,
So
Kirk.
your manager let us know what snacks you needed.
I did need those white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
All right, so
Just make sure you don't get it on any of the equipment.
oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, we
Let's
treat
try-
our guests right, to be honest. I listened to some video or some recordings of Luis Rey Camarada. It sounded great. It sounded phenomenal. I'm just going to do some engineering on it and put it live, but it was a really good show. Thank you, Kirk. I appreciate that.
Hey, you bet.
So I don't know how this is going to go, but well, this is Sugar Water on AZRadio.Live.
I listen close so I don't miss a thing. A body so warm, it melts me at the seams. It's crazy your mind after all this time. I still can't remain the face you made when you looked at me and said, we'll be okay. Just follow my lead. I mean what I say. It took me so long to put into words just how badly I burn. I found what I need inside your beautiful mind. I don't care at all how much it hurt when you looked at me and said, we'll be okay. Just follow my lead. I mean what I say. Ooh, 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 oh no. Well, I listen close so I don't miss a thing.
Driver's Side.
Hold on.
Driver's Side by Wade Cota and Sugar Water.
That was actually my lead.
I knew that was going to happen. We are redlining on our signal, but by gosh, we're going to ask about, what was the name of the song again?
My lead.
My lead.
My Lead. What can you tell us about My Lead?
I wrote that for my current girlfriend. So we originally dated about like 9 years ago. Then we broke up for those 9 years. And, we both did our own thing. And we ended up finding each other again. And it's been a little over a year now with her. And that was my Valentine's Day gift to her this year, was writing that song for her.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, it's funny. Me and my girlfriend have a very similar story.
Boy.
We did it 9 years ago, too. And
Now they're back together.
I'm back together. We haven't been together quite a year yet, but still.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Aw, that's so sweet.
She's way out of your league.
She is kind of out of my league, but I think it's because...
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good news
Yeah.
for him.
Yes, that's exactly
And
right. There's
we-
always a reacher
Don't do
and there's a
anything wrong,
settler.
Julian.
I don't necessarily think she's settled for me, but
I didn't say she settled for you.
You
I
want to
said
be
don't
the
do anything
reacher,
wrong.
right? Yeah,
I definitely was crazy about her, so that was I was happy about that.
that's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, AZRadio.Live is very proud to feature new age artist Sherry Finzer on our show with special guest Will Klipman next Thursday, September 20th at 5 p.m. On Thursday, September 27th, we have KSPA students Madison Holmes and Cash Westhoff, each with their own show on the Independent Artist Spotlight Show. Madison Holmes at 5 and Cash Westhoff at 6:30 p.m. Then, October 4th, we have Scottsdale favorite Natalie Merrill. And this special announcement, Thursday, October 11th at 5 p.m., we will have a special broadcast here for, well, actually, this hasn't been determined yet, so this is to be seen. This will be announced at a later date. So thank you, guys. The suspense has been built now. Wonderful. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm really upset.
More reverb. We need more reverb. Okay, that's it. What time we got?
Nice.
Let's see what good time.
Oh, we're doing
Oh,
great.
this is the fun part. Yeah, this is the best part of the show, in my opinion.
Yes.
And so, let me get there.
What are we doing?
This is called, this is cool.
Is this the rapid fire?
Kind of, not really. Mr. Cota, in your opinion, is it possible to ever have a serious conversation about the virtues of Facebook? Let me finish. The virtues of Facebook versus Instagram.
A serious conversation? Yeah.
A serious conversation. Can we actually have a serious conversation about social media? Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Well, tell me.
Facebook is for like my generation and up. Look, I'm a social study teacher for 8th graders. Like none of them use Facebook.
I find that Facebook is much more in depth as far as Instagram is like just a picture and that's it. What is the strangest radio-ready thought you could describe right now, Mr. Cota?
The
strangest radio-ready thought. Strangest. Just odd.
What do all those buttons do that are in front of me?
That's the monitor mix, yeah. And next one.
Oh, good question.
Here's one.
Good answer, Jimmy.
Trump or Putin?
I'm failing in my job. I was supposed to keep Jimmy from going off the rails here. And
okay, here's this one. Yeah, this is a good one, actually. Trump or Putin?
None of the
above.
Neither.
Okay. Baseball or football?
Football.
Football, okay.
Baseball for the girls. Football for the blood sport.
Okay. Favorite local band?
Favorite local band, Sugar Water.
Another favorite.
I was gonna say the format. They're not a band anymore. But.
Oh, actually, Austin Amelia. They're so good. They're just starting out. It's actually our drummer and his girlfriend. They're incredible. Austin Amelia.
Cool.
Sick.
We're the Zoo.
Nice.
Okay, and lastly, international band.
Favorite international band?
Well, a band that's worldwide known now.
Favorite big name.
I'm so torn on that. I love music so much. But right now,
give us a few then. That's fine.
Right now, I love Hozier.
Oh,
I love Hozier. Yeah, he's coming, and I'm gonna be out of town for him.
I'm gonna see him in Austin City Limits.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, I'm also gonna see Paul McCartney.
Hozier. Who else?
I'm an oldies fan. I love the Beatles. I actually have the Beatles tattooed on my arm. I'm gonna see Paul McCartney for the second time in Austin City Limits.
Indeed.
So he's awesome.
Wow.
So my all-time favorite band ever is Stone Temple Pilots. Rest in peace, Scott Weiland. That's kind of how I found my voice in the first place. Was my mom and I, again, we grew up with so little, and I was just so lucky to have a woman like her on my side because that was all I had.
Any siblings?
We would just drive around. Yeah, a bunch, but they all figured out that we didn't have too much, and they moved out pretty early, like before they were all 18 and stuff. And we just kind of moved around, and now everybody's super tight, and but my mom and I, like, our thing was just like to drive around, like driving to nowhere and just to drive and do something, even if all it cost was the gas to get there, and just like listen to the radio and blast it and sing at the top of our lungs. And I think that's how I figured it out. That's what.
Is your mom still here in town?
Yeah.
She come to your shows?
Oh yeah, like all of them.
That's awesome.
I call her Mama Cota.
Hey, if she's listening, shout out to Mama then.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
She's probably listening.
Hi, Mama Cota.
Awesome.
Well, we have time for one more song.
Time for the last song.
Yeah, I believe you chose a different song, but the only song we got left now is Remedy, right?
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay. Is that an upbeat tune or?
It is not.
Do you want us to do an upbeat tune?
I don't know. How do you guys want to finalize the show?
It's your call. It's your song. It's your finale.
Do you want to do Remedy or you want to do Stand Still?
Stand Still could be cool.
We've never done that without a band.
I know. Let's see how it goes.
Oh my god.
It'll be good. It'll be
great, great. Think about me when you're lonely in your sheets. Can I see you when the light comes out? Hope you remember my face. Can we call each other late at night and never hold back again? When you're feeling blue, know that I know you enough to understand your thing too. Will we make it through
only time holds true. You're fixating on the worst. Think about me when you're lonely in your sheets. You're resting on my heartstrings. Take it from me. You're feeling incomplete, 'cause I'm not what you believed. Take it from me. Can we forget all the time we lost? Never bring it up again. Found some pictures of us doused in blood. Tore them up because I can. When you're feeling blue, know that I know you enough to understand your hurting too. Will we make it through? Only time holds true. You're fixating on the worst. Think about me when you're lonely in your sheets. You're resting on my heartstrings. Take it from me. You're feeling incomplete, 'cause I'm not what you believe. Take it from me.
Thank you, Wade, Cota, and Juju for being a guest. Sorry.
And your ghost, it wants me the most, so I'll stand still and try to forget. And move on. You left me alone with no home but my own.
Okay, man. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt that.
It's all good. That's what happens to the fans too. They
Oh,
all
really?
cheer
I'll
right
start
before them.
clapping.
Bum, 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 bum.
Cool. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen.
Right.
Thank you, Juju, for being our guest on the Independent Arts Show with Wade Cota of Sugar Water. AZRadio.Live is brought to you by Kirk Studio for the Performing Arts. If you want the pros to teach you or your family, then think KirkStudio.com. Okay, Wade and Juju, we're out of here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, don't move too far.
Voiceovers?
We want to do a couple. We want to, yeah, we'll be right there.
Okay.
Can we take?
I'm going to go. I'll go stop the video. I'll go stop the.
We're being filmed.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Oh wow.
Gentlemen, if we could get 2 voiceovers, that'd be awesome to represent the Sugar Water sound on our airwaves.
Facebook land.
Bye. Oh man, I just
I will
Facebook.
be-
And then we have the YouTube.
We're gonna be at Tim Finnegan's Irish Pub on 59th Avenue in Bell tonight at 8 p.m.
They will only hear you if you say it into this.
We're gonna be at Tim Finnegan's Irish Pub tonight at 8 p.m. off of 59th Avenue in Bell. Tonight.
You were saying like September 28th.
Oh, no,
this
that's
is
just like solo.
This is just us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I host an open mic there every Thursday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know. Yeah, right on, man.
First round's on us.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.